Did you know that if you took all the money in the world and divided it equally among every person on earth, within a few years, it would end up right back in the exact same pockets it started in? The absolute richest people on the planet do not think about money the way you do. Their biggest advantage isn't a high salary, inherited luck, or a prestigious degree. It is an invisible psychological framework. While the majority of the population is trained to play a game they are mathematically guaranteed to lose, a select few have learned to decode the system entirely. To understand why most people stay trapped in financial survival mode, we have to look at how modern society anchors our behavior. From the moment we enter the school system, we are conditioned for one specific outcome: to exchange our finite time for a predictable, recurring paycheck. We are taught to become hyper-specialized cogs in someone else's machine. But this creates a dangerous psychological illusion. Consider two distinct paths. Let's look at a typical corporate executive earning $250,000 a year. To the outside world, they look wealthy. They drive a luxury German sedan, live in a prestigious neighborhood, and wear designer clothing. But look closer at their balance sheet. Their lifestyle scale matches their income step for step. They are trapped in a cycle of high-income liabilities. If they stop working for 90 days, their entire empire collapses. Now, contrast that with the true wealth builders. They understand a concept known as financial asymmetry. While the average person spends their lives buying things that lose value the moment they leave the store, the wealthy are obsessed with acquiring things that generate value while they sleep. They don't view money as a tool for consumption. They view money as soldiers to be deployed into battle to capture more capital. This isn't a modern phenomenon. If we look back at financial history, the transition from struggle to immense wealth always leaves the same clues. Take the industrial titans of the late 19th century or the tech disruptors of the early 2000s. They didn't build their fortunes by working twice as many hours as their peers because time doesn't scale. They built fortunes by mastering leverage. Leverage through systems, leverage through capital, and leverage through scalable technology. But what prevents the average person from utilizing this leverage? The answer lies in our evolutionary biology. Human beings are hardwired to seek immediate rewards. Thousands of years ago, consuming resources instantly meant survival. Today, that exact same instinct is exploited by consumer culture. The wealthy have trained themselves to override this biological programming through extreme delayed gratification. They are willing to look average for a decade so they can live uniquely for the rest of their lives. We are bombarded daily with the concept of stealth wealth or invisible luxury, yet millions fall into the trap of looking rich instead of being rich. True financial freedom is silent. It doesn't scream for validation. When you buy things to impress people you don't like with money you don't have, you aren't just spending currency, you are trading away your future autonomy. You are signing a contract to stay shackled to a desk. The core divergence boils down to how risk is managed. The majority of people view risk as something to be entirely avoided. They seek total security, not realizing that total security is a myth that keeps them stagnant. Wealth creators look at risk differently. They don't gamble blindly. They look for asymmetric risk profiles, situations where the downside is limited and known, but the potential upside is virtually infinite. They fail often, but they only have to be right once. So, how do you break the cycle? How do you move from the side of the ledger that consumes to the side that owns? It requires 3 specific practical shifts. First, stop trading your time linearly for money. Start building or buying scalable assets. Second, decouple your self-worth from your material possessions. Your car, your watch, and your clothes are expenses, not an identity. And third, reframe failure not as an emotional setback, but as a data collection mechanism. The ultimate truth is that wealth is not about what you buy. Wealth is about what you keep, and more importantly, who you become in the process. It is the ability to wake up in the morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. Money is not the final goal. Absolute freedom is. The system will keep running exactly the way it always has. The only question left is, Which side of the equation will you choose to stand on?